This is just a real quick addition to this weekend's video for January 21st. In the video, I realized that I had forgotten to share some of the details of my Friday trading plan. What I was looking for going into Friday morning after Thursday set that low, QQQ recovered this 274 pivot, which going back on all time frames, this has been a significant area of gapping, of moving down, of rejection and failing. It did that three times so far over the last 3 weeks. Then we looked at a character change. We saw here in on Wednesday the 11th, we saw a poke through, but a recovery, another poke through test, a recovery. We did that again at that point on Thursday midday into the close. This was an opportunity for me to look at a higher low buy, which is actually one of the primary things that I look at in my system. Can I get in as close to my stop invalidation as possible? That minimizes the risk and it maximizes the reward. So on Friday, when we opened with a small gap up and tested right into this moving average resistance and then pulled back within the first 10 minutes here, this was a candle entry for me long because I had clearly defined risk against not only one higher low, but two. So internally with EW, this was a 1-2-1-2 setup. That is my ideal entry using my system when I think that we've got an area that's been active for some buy orders. So that was the long entry, and that paid off. Now I want to talk about my exit. So I had targeted the 280 pivot for my exit, and I never put limit orders in for round numbers. So it was actually around 279.80 that I ended up exiting the majority of my position, but that was already up over 100%. But I exited the rest of my position on the 1 o'clock candle. And I want to explain obviously how I left a lot out on the table. I mean, I left another at least $100 per contract out on the table. Why? Kind of in the hectic time of a Friday afternoon, I had a lot of other things going on. Why I should have been inclined to hold is exactly what I had mentioned in the video on SPX. At that same time, SPX was only testing this diagonal and the gap area from Tuesday morning. And if I had been watching more comprehensively and seeing that hold at 1 into 130, I would have kept those contracts on and I would have had a PM runner. Now that is definitely an area here of growth for me because I had targeted 280 as that pivot resistance. It was right near the 1.61 fib. But what I'm trying to bring out to you is just the general understanding that my decisions are based on multiple pieces of evidence. I'm not locked into just one thing, and I need to get better at looking at things more comprehensively. I would also show you that on DIA, we had something very similar into that 1 o'clock time frame. I've been talking to you about that higher low entry. So using another major ETF, the opening low on Friday was met with small time frame divergence. Here was that higher low that pulled into a typical pullback fib. This was another piece of evidence that I should have used to say there's probability and structure here suggesting that we're going to get an end of the day run. So as clean as this week was for me from a projection standpoint, I was ready for the top of this pullback. I thought it would happen Tuesday. It happened Wednesday. I was also ready for that higher low entry. I can always get better in what I do. One of the keys is for you in your trading is for you to go back and review. Spend some Saturday time reviewing your week. I've been much more active in journaling at the start of 2023, and then you use that time as well to start making a plan. So my plan now using QQQ, if we do, if we gap up, I'm going to make the decision not to chase, because even though we could gap up all the way to fill this, that's I think a trapping situation for me. I'm looking again for a pullback that holds right in here. We get back above that white diagonal. I'm going to be looking to go long and try to play for that gap fill that QQQ has not done. It is filled on DIA. It is filled on IWM. It is filled on SPX. I think that could be an ideal level early in the week that could then start that pullback that I've been mentioning in the video. So I just wanted to add that as an addendum to give you some more details into how I trade. Hope you found it helpful. If you have any questions about it, reach out.